13 reasons why guys ignore you even when they like you. The truth revealed. It can feel like a total emotional roller coaster when a guy you think likes you suddenly starts pulling away. Maybe you've already shared some intimate moments, had fun dates, or chatted for hours, but now, silence. What's going on? Is he no longer interested? Or is there something deeper happening? It's confusing, and at times, downright frustrating. Understanding the reasons behind a guy's behavior, especially when he's avoiding you despite seeming interested, can give you clarity and peace of mind. If you've ever been in this situation, here are 13 reasons why guys ignore you even when they like you. 1. He's not actually ignoring you. Before jumping to conclusions, ask yourself, is he really ignoring you? Sometimes, our minds can overreact, especially when emotions are involved. If you've sent a couple of messages and haven't received a reply yet, it's easy to start thinking he's ghosting you. But maybe he just didn't see your wave in the parking lot, or he's busy with life. Be sure to check that your perception isn't clouding the reality of the situation. He might not be ignoring you at all. He's just not as focused on you in that moment. 2. He doesn't want a relationship. Just because a guy likes you doesn't always mean he's looking for a relationship. Sometimes, people aren't in the right mental space to commit or take things further. If a guy feels that you might expect more from him than he's willing to give, he may back off to avoid leading you on. It's his way of protecting you and himself from potential disappointment. 3. He thinks you're coming on too strong. Dating can feel like walking a tightrope. There's a balance between showing interest and being too forward. If you've been expressing your feelings in a very open way, he might have been overwhelmed. It's easy to get excited when you start liking someone, but if it feels like you're pressuring him or putting him on the spot, he might retreat. Take a step back and evaluate how intense you've been with your actions. If you've been texting non-stop or constantly initiating plans, it might be a bit much for him. 4. He's protecting himself. Some guys ignore you because they're trying to protect their emotions. If he's been hurt before, he might be afraid of getting too close. He could be pulling back because he's guarding his heart, unsure of whether he can handle the potential pain of a relationship. Sometimes, this self-protective instinct can appear as ignoring you, even though deep down he cares. 5. He likes you, just not enough. Feelings can be fickle. A guy might have been interested in the beginning, but over time, his feelings might have cooled. This isn't to say that you did something wrong. Sometimes, attraction can fade for reasons beyond your control. If his initial enthusiasm has waned, he might still like you, but just not enough to keep things going at the same pace. 6. He thinks you're not interested and has given up. Rejection isn't just hard for women. It stings for men too. If you've been playing hard to get, not showing clear signs of interest, or turning him down, he might have gotten discouraged. Men can be sensitive to rejection, and if they feel like the interest isn't mutual, they might pull away rather than keep trying. If he's stopped pursuing you, it might be because he believes you're not interested anymore. 7. He thinks you're being clingy. There's a fine line between affection and clinginess. If you've been spending a lot of time together or reaching out frequently, he might be feeling suffocated. Men, just like women, need their space. If he's avoiding you or not responding as much, it could be because he needs time to breathe and pursue other interests, whether that's work, friends, or his own hobbies. 8. He's embarrassed or shy. You've probably heard of the shy guy who likes you but doesn't know how to act around you. He might go bright red at the thought of talking to you and, in his nervousness, decides to avoid you altogether. For some guys, the pressure of interacting with someone they like is overwhelming. If he's awkward and avoiding eye contact or trying to leave quickly, it's likely that he's just a bit shy, not that he's losing interest. 9. He only wants to be friends. Sometimes, you might misinterpret a guy's interest, thinking it's romantic when it's actually platonic. If a guy starts ignoring you after things seem to be going well, he might just want to be friends and doesn't want to lead you on. Men sometimes send mixed signals without realizing it, and if he senses that you're expecting something more, he might back off to avoid awkwardness. 10. He's playing it too cool. Ignoring someone can be a tactic to play it cool. A guy may like you but doesn't want to come across as too eager, so he deliberately keeps his distance. In his mind, playing it cool might be a way to make sure he's not too obvious about his feelings. Unfortunately, this can backfire and make him seem distant or uninterested when that's not the case at all. It's a common but misjudged strategy that can leave you feeling confused. 11. He's got a lot going on. Life can get overwhelming, and sometimes, it's not personal. If he's dealing with work stress, family issues, or other personal matters, he might just be too distracted to give you the attention you deserve. When life gets busy, priorities shift, and you might have fallen down the list temporarily. If he's dealing with a lot, give him some space and time to sort things out. 12. You're not the only one he likes, and there's someone else on the scene. In the world of modern dating, people often juggle multiple options at once. If a guy has been showing interest in you but is now pulling away, it could be because he's found someone else he likes more. Although this can be disappointing, it's important to remember that dating is a process of finding compatibility. If he's ignoring you for someone else, then it's time to move on and focus on finding someone who's fully invested in you. 13. He's freaking out. Love and attraction can sometimes cause panic. If a guy has developed strong feelings for you but isn't sure how to handle them, he might freak out. This could cause him to act distant or retreat because the situation feels overwhelming. He might not know how to express his emotions or handle the growing intensity of his feelings. In this case, giving him space to sort through his emotions might help. What to do when a guy who likes you is ignoring you? If you're in a situation where a guy is ignoring you despite showing signs of interest, you have a few options. Talk to him directly. Sometimes, the best way to get clarity is to ask him. A direct conversation can give you the answers you need and remove any ambiguity. Give him space. If he's genuinely going through something or just needs time, giving him space might lead to him reaching out when he's ready. Move on. If his behavior is making you feel unappreciated or anxious, it's perfectly okay to walk away and focus on yourself. No one should keep you hanging on indefinitely. In the end, the most important thing is to maintain your self-respect. Relationships are about mutual effort and understanding, so if someone's not giving you the attention you deserve, it might be time to say #boy-bye and move on to someone who's genuinely interested. Whatever the case, don't forget to nurture the relationship you have with yourself first and foremost. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comment section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.